Greetings! So my name is Shante Nicolayala Rosario. I am founder of Science, Failure, and Soul. I have also been a member of the Quirk Laboratory for the past 2 years. Today I wanted to bring you guys a special episode of the how-to section where we're going to break down the Quirk Laboratory Annual Philosophy of Science Retreat.
This is the last retreat from the Quirk Lab. And after really 22 years of the winter retreat, and the retreat idea started when I came to Puerto Rico and thought I really want to train the next generation of Puerto Rican neuroscientists, and I want them to have everything they should have, every tool they will need. And so one of the things they will need is a grounding in philosophy of science. What is science? What is it not? And that they would have this strength to make Puerto Rican science really, really novel and really advancing. It's 3 days in the mountains at Parador, and it's been great. We've never missed a year in 22 years, and this was a great retreat. They're all great retreats, and I'm going to miss them. And I'm hoping that all those meetings, reading this cycle of 6 books that we would cycle through, really gave the students this grounding that they deserve, and that they can do their science in a new and novel way, and they're not afraid to break traditions. They understand who they are, and they really can do this important and powerful science that will show the beauty of science and also the beauty of Puerto Rico.
So I'm going to break down the Q-Lab retreat. First, the book that is going to be discussed in the retreat is chosen. This is done basically like a month in advance, and so everyone has the time to read the book. This year we discussed Thomas Kuhn's The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. The retreat consists of 3 days, Friday to Sunday. On Friday afternoon, we drive out to the location. This year it was at Hacienda El Jibarito at San Sebastián, Puerto Rico. And we essentially get adjusted, get our rooms. At dinner, we all sit down, have a nice meal. After dinner, we go off to our first session of the book discussion. This is a 3-hour book session. And it sounds like a lot, but to be honest, it kind of goes by fairly quickly. And we sit down, we discuss the chapters that are assigned for that first session. We take the highlights of each chapter, we discuss the important points, and move on to the next one. And so afterwards, normally we go off to our rooms, we're already tired. Sometimes the students will go out to a chinchorro. Maybe we'll go out, have some drinks, have some beers, chill, have a little fun. Until next day. On Saturday morning, we all have breakfast early in the morning together. After breakfast, we do the important lab dynamics, the trust walk, trust fall, and the personality quiz discussion. So the trust walk, as you can imagine, works with the area of trust. And the idea is that everyone is placed in pairs, and one person is going to be blindfolded. The one who is not blindfolded has to guide the other through a path. We've gone through stairs, we've gone through rocky sections, we've gone through areas close to pools even. And the person that is not blindfolded has to make sure that only with words they can guide the other person through this path from start to finish. It sounds scary, of course. The person who's blindfolded has to fully trust on their partner, that they're not going to let them fall into the pool. But at the same time, the person who's guiding doesn't want to hurt the other person, right? This basically resembles the trust that we're supposed to have in each other. The second activity we do is the trust fall. As you can imagine, the trust fall means that each and every laboratory member present has to free fall into the arms of the collective. Yes, each person has to stand on an elevated area, And from there, they have to free fall into the arms of the entire group. This has to do with trust, of course, as it states. But at the same time, us as individuals, we have to learn to let go of our fears and fully trust and immerse ourselves in our experience.
Everyone's going to do it. And it's when it's hard, people stick with it. That's the truly real more than any of us. You need to go to parties. 1, 2, 3, trust. Perfect. Yeah. You did it. You really did it. Woo! I could feel the muscles trembling.
After you just let go of that fear, it really is fun and lighthearted to kind of know that everyone has your back, no matter what. Lastly, we have the personality quiz. So each lab member has to do this in advance as well. And we sit down, we discuss all of the personality types, and this year, instead of just discussing them and asking which personality type was each person, we wanted to guess, which is kind of fun. So we went through all the personality types. We discussed the major highlights of what that personality entails. And then we had to guess which person was who. And so this is not only a way for everyone to get to know you, but it's also a way for you to get to know yourself. After these activities are done, we go have lunch together. And then we do an outdoor activity. For us, that's the ultimate frisbee.
Hey. Okay, so we're playing a game of ultimate frisbee. All 9 members of the lab played under this warm heat. But we had a very great time and wasn't such a blowout.
And Quirk's team won.
Don't lie!
Well, everybody's team is Quirk.
7-1.
We're the Quirk lab.
Yep. After we basically kill our lungs, completely out of breath, we go and drink some water, chill, go to the pool, have some fun together, maybe have a little coffee, because what's a scientist without coffee? Scientists out there that don't drink coffee, let me know how you thrive. I need to know this. We go and have dinner. Then after dinner, as you can expect, we do the second session of the book discussion. We sit down, review some things from the previous session, and then we immerse ourselves into the current session. After we discuss the session, we go off. Again, sometimes we go off for drinks. Maybe we just have a little fun together, play some games, maybe just straight go to sleep after a game of ultimate frisbee. And then we go off to the last day. So on Sunday, we wake up early again, have breakfast, have some coffee, because can't be without coffee, guys. Can't. After breakfast, we sit down for the final book discussion. We normally leave at noon, and then we're off to our homes.
The necessity of having to move in the same direction. Because if we were still having those old paradigms in mind, we would be having like kind of this uniform progression in science, and it's like some people are going to go this way.
So that would be messy. So why don't we have old paradigms? Why is it so complete? Why don't we have the old paradigms in mind? Because we don't. Why is the switch so complete? How does that work?
Because everyone includes the explanations for the old ones.
No, that's answering the question I didn't ask. That's answering the question, does the new paradigm explain the old beta phenomenon? It does. It has to explain the new paradigm. That's not why. Why don't we sort of piecemeal we have one foot in the new camp and kind of one foot in the old, and some of us believe, what do you believe? I believe this. Really? Why aren't we stuck there? Why do we all fully believe in the new paradigm?
Because it lets us continue.
No, I didn't ask why is that. I didn't ask why is that good and why is it. I said, why is that the case?
Isn't it because the old paradigm fell on its face and it was worthless?
No. It's because the textbook got rewritten. Don't you see? You never knew about the old paradigm. And that's exactly necessary. You need to have never known about it. And that rewriting of textbooks performs this very essential function. You need to be raised as if the old paradigm never existed, so you can be fully into the new paradigm. And then he finishes the book and summarizes really the entire book. He's saying there is no fixed goal. Now you can pull up lots of things to say, is that the goal, is that the goal? But before you pull up more things to say, is that the goal? Let me just clarify. He's saying, obviously you're going to have goals in your daily life, and your daily life as a scientist. He's not taking that away. So he's not saying there are no goals in your life.
Just truth is not one of them.
He's not saying there are no goals in your work. He's just saying that as science progresses, it, not you, it is not headed towards a single goal called truth. So when you participate in science, you get up in the morning and participate in science, you're not on a train that ultimately is headed to the town called truth. And it'll stop there and be done. That's all. You're not getting on that train.
True.
That's all he's saying. You guys maybe feel robbed and penniless. But the other side of that coin is you're free because you're progressing. And you're progressing beautifully, just like evolution is progressing. And ultimately, who really cares if the end, after you're dead sort of thing, is going to focus on that?
I think I can speak for everyone in the lab that everyone is grateful for the opportunity that Gregory Quirk gave to each and every Puerto Rican student. And not just every Puerto Rican student, every student that he's confronted with. He has contributed something to their career, to their person, to their science even. And so I just want to say that I am entirely grateful for being a part of your laboratory, and I wish you all the success in this new chapter in your life.
This retreat did help me in a sense. It made me, like, I don't have to be certain about where I'm going. It really matters how I feel in the moment, and I know that whatever I end up doing, it would be, I should just enjoy it, like treat it as enjoy the process. Like it's a game, and I'm willingly sitting down to play that game, and I have a choice in that. And it can be neuroscience, it can be, I thought about engineering, I thought about a few other options, but it doesn't really matter, and I'm already sitting in this game and it's actually fun, so why not just stay there? The game is gonna get better also.
I think this retreat was different because it gave me a good sense of direction in terms of what type of scientist I want to be in the future. What type of questions do I want to tackle in the future, and if I do want to like stay in the paradigm or be one of those scientists that goes against it. I think this was an essential retreat, having now going forwards towards graduate school.
Last retreat was a bit more challenging, so to say, because it made me struggle more with like the logic of what I'm doing. And here, I struggled more with what I was gonna get at the end, what I was doing. And so this retreat really put me on the path of trying to be more okay with not getting anything in the end. I definitely did grow into being a more mature scientist.
Well, definitely retreats are an experience I think every lab should try and emulate. They do not have to be exactly the same as these retreats that we have carried out, but I still do see the importance of being able to discuss why we do what we're doing and how to do it, and also engage on team bonding exercises. So my belief is that every lab should find a way to emulate more or less these type of activities. Sometimes we go into science not knowing why is it that we actually got into science. We have a vague idea of just like, this is something that I like and I enjoy, but this is where we really get the answers to those questions, like to what are we actually doing.
I can only call this a warm welcome. If anything, it reassures me that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Maybe expand in many other ways, maybe I should try other things, but if anything, it just set me up to be in the right path for doing what I want, what I love, something that truly feels fulfilling. Honestly, all of this experience of has only pushed me to grow, and it keeps doing so. It hasn't gone stale, and I don't think it ever will.
And I really enjoyed it, and I've learned something about the power and the resiliency and the intelligence of young people here, their desire to really grow and to take on challenges. And so I really hope that that we'll see moving forward new labs and new ideas and say, I think I know how they got there. I think I know how they could think something so fresh and so new. And I'm glad to make that contribution.
This is Gregory Quirk's last few months in Puerto Rico. So this is the last winter retreat of the Quirk Lab from the Medical Sciences campus. A bit emotional because on a personal level, this lab gave me a family. It gave me a very different perspective on science. It made me grow as a person. So this is basically the end of this road, of this chapter. We shall see what the road ahead awaits.
You know, I leave and you know, you continue this, and you're in a really strong position. So personally, but also as a lab and as an island. And all your success will help you shine. And your summer projects and your lab meetings and your interviews, and everyone is just like so good. You're so good. So I'm very happy. Good. Bueno.
First of all, thank you for watching. And we just wanted to say that we're entirely grateful for all of the support that we've received. And we're very, very excited for what's to come for Science, Failure, and Soul. Remember that on Instagram, we basically post about what we're up to or when we're publishing, exactly when we publish something. And just feel free to follow us and just be up to speed to what we're doing. We also have our YouTube channel where all of our videos are posted, and of course, the blog. Feel free to go by the blog, comment, like, learn about each person. On each blog post, we add information that isn't necessarily present in the video. So if you want to contact a specific person that you saw in a video, you'll find all the information there. And in addition to that, in the blog, you'll also see that we have an email, sciencefailureandsoul@gmail.com. And we also have a section where you can contact us. Feel free to send over constructive criticism, collaboration ideas, and of course, just as I normally say, make this space whatever you want it to be. As always, many blessings, and may the force be with you.